I realize that this video is not going to make me any more friends. People will take their own shortcomings and insecurities, and instead of using them as fuel to facilitate their own progress as an individual, like I've done, they'll take it personally and mope and whine like a little bitch. First and foremost, quality men don't fucking whine, okay? A real man takes accountability for his own life. I've never met a genuinely high value guy that goes on the internet and bitches about how hard his life is or wears his heart on his sleeve, seeking comfort and validation from the entire world. It's fucking pathetic, man. Dude, life is hard for all of us at times, okay? If you exist, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle with finances. You're going to struggle with your health sometimes. You're going to struggle with women. You're going to struggle with your own mind and self-doubt. The difference between winners and losers is that winners don't quit. Winners take accountability for their own screw-ups, their own perceived shortcomings, and they aggressively improve them. When you fail, instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you should just get more aggressive. The universe is aggression. Why else would it continue to expand indefinitely? That's what you should do as a man. Constant, deliberate, forceful change. Now that will make a lot of people uncomfortable because a lot of people aren't moving forward in their own lives. People who are standing still in life will view you as threatening. Fuck them. It's okay to struggle. We're born to struggle. It's not okay to complain about the struggle, especially when the reasons you're struggling is your own fault. You're not 15 anymore, okay? You're a grown fucking man. And if there's shit you don't like about yourself or about your life, fucking change it. An individual that truly wants to actualize his full potential as a man isn't going to look for excuses for why he can't get in awesome shape, why he can't make more money, why he can't attract higher quality women into his life. He knows what he has to do, so he just starts doing it. Which brings me to number 2. A high quality man works towards having every aspect of his life in order. Fitness, finances, social skills, hobbies, passions, career. But let's just be real for a minute. Reaching your full potential is an abstract concept, right? It's not a mountain you'll eventually summit. There isn't a finish line where you've made it. But a high quality man constantly works towards becoming the very best version of himself. And that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. I don't want anyone to feel like a loser just because you're in your 20s and you aren't exactly where you want to be. Most of us aren't. But if you want to be a high quality man, you need to ask yourself, what are you doing with your time? Your rituals, your habits are the crystal ball you can look into and see exactly what your future is going to be like. Are you just sitting around smoking weed and playing Xbox, or are you actually focused on personal development? If you spend time making money and investing, you will eventually be successful. If you spend time lifting and being obsessed with improving your fitness, you'll be fucking jacked. If you spend time reading and filling in your knowledge gaps, you will be both wise and an intelligent force to be reckoned with. If you spend time going out talking to attractive women, despite the fact that you feel like you're shy or introverted, eventually you won't have approach anxiety and you'll be genuinely confident. Your time is your most valuable commodity, but instead of spending it to build your life up into something you actually enjoy being part of, most guys will just waste it and then resent themselves. So many guys complain about there not being many high quality women left in the world while they waste time watching fucking anime and jerking off to porn. Well, dude, start with you. If you want a high quality girl, be a high quality man and get every aspect of your life in order. It helps to attract a high quality woman when you're actually in shape, when you aren't fucking broke and up to your neck in debt, and you dress like you actually give a shit about yourself. I guarantee that when you stop shifting blame onto others and start taking accountability for being the best man you can be and actually having some value to offer, the diamonds in the rough will start to take notice of you. Seriously, the amount of effort it takes to stand out from the average chump is embarrassingly low. How many guys do you know that actually commit to a diet and stay lean year round, for example? The average dude in America is like 30 to 40 pounds overweight and is softer than fucking shit. If the only thing that you changed was committing to a healthy diet, not drinking obnoxious amounts of alcohol, and getting stronger in the gym, you would physically stand out for most dudes in like a year. Number 3, high quality men actually have standards. They don't just qualify the women they're dating on sex alone. High quality men are human focused and not just sex focused. You see, most guys are happy to sleep with a girl or even land a steady girlfriend just because she's hot. If that's all you want, then fine. But if you truly actually want a good woman, her beauty isn't even close to the only thing you should be assessing. Like Casey Zander says, you kind of have to get back to traditional values here a bit, right? And identify what you actually want out of life. Like, what kind of person is she at her core? Does she have good values? Is she goal-oriented in some way? Does she have passion for something? If she has passion for something, it means she has internal values and realizes that her time on earth is limited and she wants to use it to level up and give back to the world in some way. That's a good sign that she's high quality. Is she loyal and trustworthy, right? Does she respect your boundaries? The kind of women that you'll attract into your orbit on your quest for extreme personal development will be a direct reflection of your own standards and how much respect you have for yourself. If you live in filth, you'll attract filth. If you're desperate and you have no self-respect, you'll attract trash. But if you're a guy that lives with intention, who walks through life with confidence and purpose, who has his life in order, who knows exactly who is worth his time and who isn't, people of real substance will start to reveal themselves to you. You just have to understand that any personal development you do has to be genuine and not coming from a place of receiving validation or attention from others. Because if you're just seeking approval, you'll still attract the wrong types of people. Validation seekers attract validation seekers, and seeking validation is shallow. However, if people can see that the changes and effort you're making in your life is real, they'll actually have love and respect for you. A high quality man chases excellence and focuses on his mission first. Because when you have nothing to offer, sex is the only kind of value you can give and take. But when you're a man who actually has a character of integrity, of real depth, and a life of value to offer, you simply aren't going to want to qualify women on just their superficial qualities. You start looking at people as actual human beings and not just something you can fuck and change out when you're bored with them. That's when you're going to actually start having high quality relationships. But it takes a high quality man to attract a high quality woman. And high quality women are qualified on things other than their looks. It's important to be mature enough to realize this, because when you do, you can actually start having a quality life with someone together. Number 4, high quality men put out high quality energy. What you put out into this world is what you get back. Everything in life happens on an energetic level, right? When people say they like someone's energy or that individual has good vibes, what they really mean is that that person is fun and positive. If you're a man who is truly high quality and you're putting out high quality energy, right? You're being positive, you're being good to people, then you're going to carry yourself differently that is automatically going to make you more attractive to others. Not a nice guy who just goes with the flow and does what the fuck everybody else wants to do. I'm talking a good man here, okay? A good man that's genuine, that's joyful, that actually gives a shit about himself and other people. A man that wakes up with some spunk to him, who's on fire for life. They carry themselves with a different mindset. Most men do not possess that kind of energy, which is another reason why quality men are so rare and are so sought after. If you walk around hating the world and having a chip on your shoulder, how is that supposed to be attractive to decent people, If you're focused on being a genuinely good and positive person who treats people with kindness, who's charismatic but isn't attached to a specific outcome, and if he is, he's upfront about it because he's a fucking man, you will see the different types of people that'll gravitate towards you. Because guess what? The girl who's constantly chasing the overgrown drunk at the frat party, or the dude at the bar who's slamming shots and blurting out something stupid every 5 seconds, and she thinks, wow, he's hilarious, he's so confident, he's drinking and doesn't give a fuck. That's not a high quality woman. That's not the type of girl you want to be attracting in the first place, dude. Because there's different types of women, right? There's better women. There's girls who will see that same man and will feel embarrassed for him. They'll think, wow, that's what that man does? They'll think it's low value, low quality. When you put out good energy into the world, you'll notice that you're going to attract a certain type of woman. A woman that isn't just a placeholder because you're lonely and you don't want to work on yourself to attract better things into your life, but a woman that's actually fit for a real relationship, to take on adventures, to maybe even start a family with if you want to. Number 5, high quality men actually have convictions, principles, and values. This shouldn't even need to be said, but it needs to be. Because the fact is that modern men have clearly lost their way. It's easy to look around and see how desperate people are to attach themselves to some kind of cause, something that feels greater than themselves, because most men just don't have any convictions about fucking anything. Convictions for men have been reduced to fantasy football leagues and craft beer enthusiasm. Most men are so distracted by low quality stimuli that they don't even know what they actually value. Drugs, porn, video games, Netflix. All shit that doesn't add any fucking value to your life. Nothing that actually inspires you to get off your ass and make something of your life and be a better man. I'm not intentionally trying to berate anybody, because the lack of positive masculine guidance in our culture over the last several decades is primarily to blame for this. But at some point, you have to realize that you're not a little kid anymore. Nobody's going to hold your hand or teach you anything. If you want the answers, you will have to seek them out. You are the only person that's responsible for how your life turns out, and how your life turns out is going to be directly correlated to any convictions, principles, and values that you have. High quality men aren't so easily influenced by the encroaching social pressures of a conformist and degenerate modern world. They've done the deep work and are clearly in tune with who they are and what they want out of life. They're genuinely committed to doing the right thing. So if you want to be a man of value, it's important that you sit down and figure out what yours are. Don't be another sucker that just lets life happen to them, because you're way too intelligent and far too valuable to just experience life on the sidelines like everyone else does. Take accountability. Get your life in order. Have some standards. Put out high quality energy and actually have some principles that you live by. Done.